Hey, Alexandru, how's it going? How are you?
Hi, fine. I was waiting for you.
Thank you. Give me 1 second. I'm setting up something here. Okay, awesome. So first of all, thank you so much for being here today, Alexandru, and also choosing us for your AMA option. And we're already live, by the way. Well, welcome everyone here to another AMA with Crypto Solution. We're so glad to have you here as well as SourceLess. We have Alexandru, who's the CEO of this awesome project. There's a lot of going on with this project. I was reading the white paper, and there were like 200 pages, and I got impressed. I'm really curious about you have to offer. What do you guys exactly do? I was a little bit confused, but today is the right day to, reply to these questions. So, welcome, Alexander. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and why did you decide to create this project?
Yeah. Hello again to you and all our viewers. And nice to be finally on Binance Live. That's the our first time that we are here. And just to get down to your remarks, I know we have a others, but um, still it's not enough because we are building it since 2016. I will go a little and let's say try to make a very short story on my background and why everything started in 2016 and how we managed to get in here because we have a limited time. I will try to make it as short as possible. So, since 2014, with the co-founder of Ethereum, a Romanian fellow like me, I've got an invitation, and let's say I joined the first team. I joined at that moment the first developer team from Romania that participate, of course, not not so much code in the Ethereum platform. A lot of the programmers that 1 year before Ethereum was launched, actually in 27 July 2014, it was the first meeting. And I work close to Mihai Alice and the other guys. So since then, but not in that year. After 2 years, in 2016, I've started to work on my idea how to have a, let's say, a layer zero, no fee blockchain that we can really respect the definition of a blockchain. So since then, until today, we work to create a from scratch solution, a lot of good things inside our solution. So we are not talking just about a blockchain. We are talking the blockchain as the infrastructure, and of course we build our own use cases and our own environment in which people can develop all all let's say all what digital systems, classic digital system, have today. So this is a very short let's say explanation on what we done, what took so long, why, and a small idea of my background.
Thank you so much about that, Alexander. Yeah, it's been like really, really long time since you guys, not only have been doing the project itself and the whole idea that's involved in everything, but also your experience in crypto. So that's something great. Being in crypto since this time, it's crazy. A lot has happened. I've been since 2021, and crypto, the crypto craziness process is wow. So surviving that is not easier. So now my question is, can we go way more deeply into what SourceLess is? Well, first of all, what is a SourceLess Labs Foundation? Because I was checking the white paper, and as far as I know, you guys are a real business, right?
Yeah.
Where's this business registered at?
We have multiple companies. We are Romanians. The core team is Romanian. The I would say the second heart, we have two hearts. It's in Germany. We have a lot of guys in the team also in Germany, and the companies were established from United States, Sourceless Inc., the mother company, let's say like this, in which we, with let's say the patents that we got, but it's a lot more. I'm just trying to pack it so I can answer it completely. Sourceless Inc. It's actually our main for-profit company. It's incorporated in Delaware, United States, and in there we have also Sourceless Lab Foundation, same in Delaware, nonprofit corporation, and Cinefonte Capital Incorporated. This is what we have in United States, and I will explain shortly. I will try to explain why is like that. And of course, we have in Europe, Sourceless SAR Europe. In Romania, we have another Sourceless company in there. Also, we have the crypto license in UAE, and now we are moving to European side of crypto jurisdiction. And I will and we have also the Sourceless Asia company. Why? Because we have multiple functions and components. Our main commercial product, it's actually not the blockchain. Blockchain, it will be free to use with zero fees. So at this moment, that is the main asset of Sourceless Lab Foundation. Also, our main product, commercial product, are STR domains. STR domains are the main asset of Sourceless Inc. in participation with Sourceless SAR. So we needed also profit and like for non-profit. So the entire, let's say, ledger with domain addresses, like I have str.alex, it's actually owned and safeguarded by Sourceless Lab Foundation. This is just a sneak peek because we have also our launchpad and the project that we have in there. Also with the tokens or hard forks, which is in the ownership of Cinefonte Capital. So there are multiple, let's say, legal and commercial involvement in here. For this, of course, we have the profit companies and we have the non-profit for everything that we put at, let's say, in the game without having a direct profit.
Exactly. So you're basically by doing this legal process, you're safeguarding your products, just like a real business, right?
It is a real business. You are saying earlier, and I need to correct that, it took so long. Of course, it took long because for each component that we have a patent, also obtained in United States. For this reason, it took so long, and we still have pending patents at this moment, because our technology and the way as we do, let's say, blockchain is totally different than what it's into the market.
You said the word launchpad. So you guys are having a launchpad. How does it work? Which mainnets are you gonna support for projects to launch in there? What's the process?
At this moment, we started. I need to make an introduction so people can really understand that we are early into the market, and even with you actually is the start of getting into the world. We had an event 1 month ago in Milan, in which we presented live in the stage our features, our products, ecosystem. And now with you, we are starting to get the marketing into the digital world. And I need to make this introduction so everyone can clearly understand what are our achievements at this moment and what is our complete roadmap. Starting 3rd of December, we started registration from the token, because until now we were with our token. We were listed in L Bank Exchange, before in La Token, and now we are with a passing from token to our main cryptocurrency, which was started on 3rd of December. We will have this 30 to 45 days in which our first swappers from Binance Smart Chain to sourceless chain will be, let's say, the first pioneers on getting our wallet, our native wallet, our blockchain, our nodes, our domains. So starting 3rd of December, and we are in an ongoing process. We are passing from the token to the mainnet as we speak. We had 1 year since December last year until 3rd of December right now, that a few days ago, that we had the mainnet, but not in a public way, because like I explained earlier, it's a proof of existence, is not proof of stake, is not proof of work, is something totally different. And for us, it was also a challenge to see the behavior of the blockchain. We cannot go into the public market with something that even let's say someone that are testing or auditing companies in blockchain, they don't know how it works. So it was a hard time for us, but today I can say we are on our mainnet, and it's since few days we are let's say near to touch everything that we built since 2016.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been a really long, long time, and I really like to hear the word LBank, because I'm part of them. I mean, I'm an LBank angel. And, they really give good support to the token. So now focusing on your token, it is already live, I suppose, of course. Uh, but is it still live in the market? Because it's been almost 1 year, right?
Yeah. On this year, we were just not releasing into the market, but we had some companies, and now I can tell it public. Some companies related with tier one exchanges, and of course, everyone want to get there. That they were testing our chains. So at this moment, yeah, the chain is live. During the first period of swapping, so this 30 to 45 days, all these persons will be the first one that will get access to our smart contract language, which is not Solidity or similar. It's the name is RS Lang, and we also have a patent also for that. And of course, to the wallet and to our first Web3 native browser. So after 3rd of January or 18th of January, we are not quite sure. Sometimes in the technical things, there are different, let's say, challenges that we need to face, and is not something you can go to a repository and copy from there. So it's something that you need to think how to build it, how to work to make it work. So the moment people, and it will be a limited, let's say, number of persons that will have access for the first time. It will be this uh, uh, 3rd of January or 18th of January. We'll see how it works.
Thank you so much about that. So, okay, I have a few questions here. What problem does SourceLess solve that existing blockchain solutions don't? And also, how does it create a truly new future in the Web3 space?
If we are speaking only on the blockchain, I will stay related on the blockchain. So, I think, in my personal opinion, the biggest problem that blockchain have today is the scalability. So, if a blockchain can prove it's scalable to theoretically infinite, it's just a theory, then that's the solution for for mass adoption, for everything. Of course, it's not very easy. Look, since 2014, even today, we are speaking about adoption and what we can do better. So the technology that we are using now, we are still using some servers, but blockchain and distributed ledger technology will change this, and we already have an app for that, which is STR Talk, that we are using our peer-to-peer stream, and it's a lot better, and everything works smoother, let's say like that. So one of the problems, to get back and to give a precise answer, is the scalability. The second one, it's respecting the definition of the blockchain, which is when I'm making a transaction with you, Melanie, why should I pay any fee? This is something that started in 2016. Because if I'm using a blockchain that doesn't consume energy, like proof of work, or I don't need stakers, big stakers, to own some pools and to let's say validate some transaction. We are using ZK13, which is our own validation and part of proof of existence. And with our wallet, with the fully validator node inside, which is less than 1 MB, then we can do a transaction just with the power of our phones, just to emit that under 1 MB information. And then, of course, we can do a transaction, and we don't need a third-party staker or a big machine or an expensive machine. It's just the third party, which is a witness and can be any of our colleagues. So this is what we are changing. We are changing how the things really work, and with the real use of our phones, then we can have, and without getting the battery droned or different things. We are speaking about 1 MB of data downloaded and uploaded. That's the max. So this is what we are changing, because at that moment, yes, we can say I can install a node even on a smart bulb or on my fridge, and that's a validator node. So this is what we are changing, and for this we work so long.
Yeah, I mean, basically creating a new blockchain plus putting a validator, and you're basically making a blockchain since zero. So yeah, you need a lot of knowledge. Even though you have other platforms that maybe can help you build this, it is not 100% perfect at the end of the day. So it takes time.
Yeah, it takes time, and actually, because of all these events and starting like Sequoia Network and getting today like Sequoia, like a DeFi project that I want to safeguard people money so they can transfer it without fees, looking on the entire market. Of course, a lot of I've got a lot of help from my past short time with Ethereum, but of course I learned a lot of lessons, and because of that I implemented every of these components. Why? Because there are two things. Of course, it's an open source software. Of course, blockchain it's free to use. Actually, we are really giving to your phone or to you as a individual the power to really own a piece of that blockchain. That's actually the reason, even when we decide to put everything on SourceLess Lab Foundation, not just to create a foundation because it sounds good.
Exactly, you gave it a reason to motivate yourself. So now my next question is kind of long one, but it's worth it. Can you elaborate on the technical architecture of the worldwide blockchain and how does it ensure scalability and resilience compared to other blockchain networks?
Yeah, it's a good question, but I still answered a little with everything. But I'll try to let's say have um, a clear answer to your question. If we are looking today on Web3, we can see Web3 actually today it's this is personal opinion. So I need to make this disclaimer. But today we can see a 2.5 web, not a web 3, and I'll give you argues why is that. So every website since the creation of web, since web 1, but yeah, we'll get to web 2 that we are using even right now. We have several components in which one is the address that we are using to identify the target website or application. So that's the address. We have the path. We have a communication side from the address to the client and also to the server. And here we are speaking about the transportation protocols, which are HTTP or HTTPS, which means Hypertext Protocol. And of course, we have the third major. There are multiple small things, but I'm making the big map. And we have the third very important component in Web 2, which is the space, the hosting space. So we need a digital space in which we put, let's say, this Google Meet architecture for the application, and of course the rules inside. So when we are using the path, we can see what we see now. So in Web3, for this I'm saying, and I will repeat, we don't really have today a real native, I would say, Web3. Why? Because either we have a communication, we know ENS, we know other domain services provider in Web3 and all of that. We have some like IPFSA that you can use some part of the hosting space, and we have similar path communication. so the transportation layers. But still, we don't really have a fully working Web3 environment in which I can say, of course, I don't need the internet, even the internet. I don't need web. I don't need nothing. So what we've done, we built a browser also from scratch. Of course, not the pages, not the, but the back end of the browser, it was built by us entirely. So we have the STR domains in which we can provide the web address. In our case, it's str dot and whatever you want. It doesn't matter, 128 characters. We have a communication, the transportation layer, which is non-HTTP, non-HTTPS. And we have the third component, which is the hosting space, which is distributed ledger technology. Actually, it's a different ledger, but there are similarities with IPFS. So the main goal is the following. Download the browser, you own an STR domain. We just have the $30 personal STR domain. So mine is str.alex, lifetime ownership. So we are not changing, will not change, because these money are, let's say, dedicated to SourceLess Lab Foundation. So we will not change the game in time to say, yeah, now it's more expensive. Now you need to pay a yearly fee. No, it's not like that. It's smart contract bulletproof. So we cannot change, even me, as the main architect and the main programmer, like my job in SourceLess. Why? Because that's the only way you can really do an honest blockchain. I repeat my personal opinion. So let's go a little to put now the components together. So I have str.alex as my personal domain. So I can add in there public and private. Private means I can keep my personal data, but I want to have access from every part of this world when I'm traveling or similar. Yeah. In which I have my ID, I don't know, some documents, my personal email, payments, cards, and whatever. It doesn't matter. Like really my personal identity, which is KIC and AML protected. Why? Because we don't want to build another Web 2 with the problems that we already have. We just try it better and safer. Is like the white side of the web, totally opposite to the dark side of the web. So we already started to build a network of servers. Of course, we'll have some of the servers, but it will be dedicated node. It will act exactly like your phone. Why? Because at this moment, while network is not fully developed, then we can share this. The side of the public data that I want to share is like I want to have a selfie and I want to share it on different social media, and of course on my str.alex social media page or website. It's melting social media and website in one piece. So this is the entire let's say thing that we are building. I would say thing because it's part social media, is part even communication like email or chatting or even video, and of course your this on the public side and also on the private side. It's actually unifying your devices, but with the protection of the blockchain and the encryption that distributed ledger technology offered to us today.
That's what I people 100% because even though I've been in crypto as well, when it comes to technical terms like blockchain and the proof of work and this kind of stuff, I'm like, think of know what thinking. But that explanation was really good. Now, I was checking the white paper as well, and I saw different kind of things. Which one of them you already mentioned them, which are the STR domains. But also we do have errors. So I have a question now. SourceLess incorporates advanced AI solutions like Iris AI. Can you delve deeper into its functions and also how it benefits developers and businesses?
RS actually, it's an IE that it's sticked to your STR domain. So he can bring a lot of data. He can learn data like global public information and all of that. But we designed some a set of special rules, let's say like this, instead with, so it's not just another IE that is on the market. I think today we have thousands of IE modules. It's actually making something more. Learning, and we are trying to build it instead with your STR domain like a real companion, a real assistant. So partially you can work with it, ask or search or even build. RS is not just on the ask me anything side like people generally use IE. Actually, RS is intended to help you really building on top of the blockchain. He will be our teacher, even maybe mine in one moment. So I really want to make RS like you explained earlier. You are not into technical things, but think a little if RS will be here with us and you will ask RS all these questions, you will get from him the same answer, maybe better than I can, let's say, explain. And actually, after you ask him, you can really ask him, okay, RS, can you please create a place in the launchpad? Or can we create together a project on top of SourceLess? And can you help me getting the right, let's say, kind of a wide label project? And can you assist me? How can I get these roles from building a token on top of us to getting a project listed, and of course writing some really smart contracts with the help of RSIE. So the big plan is to have someone that can help us today, because at that moment, on that specific moment when people will really understand that what RS can provide, like an IE with the functions, because we can allow him to work on top of our STR identity. This is the big change. So he cannot go out from our, let's say there are limits, and is like the three robotic laws. So he cannot harm us. This is the our behave, not to sell it, because at that moment actually my Alex RSIE. So I'm using also my name. It's a dedicated RS that I can use, and I can ask him, make this, do not make this. And I'm his owner, not the company, not SourceLess, not no one. This is the plan.
So it's virus already
It
launched?
is.
It
It's
is not, right?
working, but we cannot afford. Yeah, we tested on Milan. Everything, the domains, the browser, the space, even our we have it's too big, so it's just private. Our mesh, everything was on the stage at that moment. Even the test was with a picture, a fresh picture from the stage, because like I told you, it's our, let's say, milestone. Of course, is not the best, the nicest in the world, but actually is the working, fully working version. And of course, it's working. Uh, he really, let's say, he is a hard worker at this moment.
I'm 100% happy to see to hear that. I want to use Ares. I need an AI that is, capable to do whatever I want, and also need to know about. Because right now the AIs that we're having are still in beta test, even the one from Google. So yeah, it's impressive. They can do whatever you want, but sometimes they have these errors and also they're not capable of. For example, if I ask something or sourceless, it would just get stuck and that's it. So I'm really, really glad that you guys also focused on AI, not only blockchain or tokens or not even the domains, but this is strong boom that is happening at the moment here in not saying crypto in general. What are your plans, for example, expanding the social ecosystem? Are there any strategic partnerships or collaborations in the pipeline?
Yeah, we already have a lot of, let's say, partnerships ongoing. Part of them are already in the process of getting um, on our launchpad. Let's name it like this. Part of them are already into the WNFT. Let's say into our own um, NFT ecosystem. They are already in there, having parts of their creations on the art sides or on the functional sides. But at this moment, we have approximately, let's say, a huge list. This I can disclaim now until we have contracts with everyone. I don't want to disclaim not to create any kind of issues. During the last year, we managed to, let's say, shake hands with up to 4,500 companies at this moment, that we are trying to create the first ecosystem and to make it, let's say, a lot in a different way than other projects go take the path to the Web3. So yes, this I can tell you, but what are the companies we'll have during this following year, updated as soon as we onboard them, because it's a part of onboarding them on STR domains. And of course everyone will build on top of our browser, because actually the browser, it's intended to be browser plus operating system for our devices. We are not trying to build everything in the world better. We just took a solution which is sourceless, with the technology that we have inside, with the IE, with the language, and put it into existing devices. And of course, create like some real use cases in which people can see. It's kind of a table in which you put Lego. We are our, let's say, main point is to build some examples so people can use RS and really create a big database of knowledge on top of RS, so the onboarding will be very easy, because even when you name 4,500, even a little more companies, I'm just relating to a number that is stick in my hand and on the papers. Even name those companies is hard. So everything we need to relay also on RS and our automated systems.
Thank you so much about that. So now, you told me all the challenges that you had and also the long time that it took you guys to create a whole project. So what are the biggest challenges and opportunities that you foresee for SourceLess by 2024 and beyond?
Oh, challenges. You want to name the challenges from today or the one from tomorrow? I'm just joking. There are a lot, trust me, a lot. It's something I would never change, because everything that actually the entire this huge period of time bring me where I am today. And I really know we can really make a big change in the internet and Web3, and actually everything what we are building is directly oriented to people. So actually we can really make some nice changes and challenges from real world, like bullying, identity theft, ransomware, viruses, and all of that cannot exist in our ecosystem. Why? Because they don't have an STR domain. So we can check what information they try to upload, and we don't permit the existence of them. So our solution is there is nothing more easy and simple, let's say, disease with a digital disease, you actually don't allow the existence. So then, for this reason, the big challenges we achieved. The other challenges were scaling, creating, even creating a wallet. We cannot use, it's a good example that I'm facing today. We cannot use uh, Trust Wallet or other open sources or MetaMask or um, open source code. Why? Because at this specific moment, we have a node inside a fully validated node, which has its own rules and it works totally different than a regular wallet that you can take from the market. So even when you try to get programmers in order to make a bigger team and work, still at the end of the day, you cannot have what you have with something that was already builded. So yeah, there are challenges. For 2024, the challenges are simple. We are in the process of swapping to our main cryptocurrency. And after that, tier one, because we also need to think on our investors and on the people that support us. And we already have some deals. I'll not make public because it can be difficult when let's say and go deeper. Sorry for that, but I change a little my mind. So in the next very short future, we'll go to tier one, but not with the token, with our main asset, main cryptocurrency. So this is something that we have, and people are expecting. And we are into the first month, or maybe let's say the first quarter, it's more honest. We'll ship our phones. I have one in here. So this is our phone with with crashes, but it's normal because we are trying to execute Android and iOS on the same time. So it's a little difficult creating virtual machines, kind of, to emulate the same environment for both of them. And we don't want a phone that it's difficult, let's say, to work with it. So of course, not just that, we have our hardware, which, by the way, are not intended to make a profit for us, are intended just for have having full benefits of the software that we are building. So these are the main goals for the first quarter of 2024.
I love that phone. I mean, it looks like too fancy and beautiful. I like it.
It's nice.
So I got another question. I think that this would be the one of the last ones. What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs and innovators who are passionate about shaping the future of the internet?
Oh, that's a difficult one because I would not recommend to take my path because uh, I'm already old. So I'm just joking, but I really feel old, like then a lot of others that started but different ways. Uh, I think you need to be a little mad to take on this dangerous path. But of my name it's Alexandru Stratulat. I linked my name STR. Of course, you can name a street. It's also in programming and let's say a word used in programming or small part of them, but it's actually part of my name. So I cannot. Um, I'm really proud of what I've done with a lot of headaches, a lot of, let's say, troubles, challenges, again troubles, again challenges, but yet with perseverance and in the end, when you think that you are alone, and now there are more than 100 people in close relation, in team, and real professionals that are coming from different industries, from the high-ranked financials to a former minister, to people that came from totally different, let's say, things, just because they want to be part of it. So everything, challenges, difficulties, everything, of course, you can find the, let's say, the benefits, which are not yet financial, more mentally and soul bounded to me. So yeah, take any risk. Think first on people that are trusting you. Think twice on what you want to build and try to make it as better as possible. That's my advice, not just related only on Web3, but actually everything that we are building today, after 10 years, will considered pioneers because there is no other way to go back to Web 2. Web 2, it was. So it's a normal transition. It's a technology, let's say, is like a real explosion into the technology side. So it's just a matter of time when people will not ask anymore, is that blockchain? Is that crypto? They are still making confusion with crypto and blockchain. Actually, if we are speaking about blockchain, then I don't know why people are not just taking 10 minutes to read a little what blockchain means. And after that, they will see not everything is a scam. So this is my advice.
Thank you so much, Alexandru. Yeah, that's right. I mean, not a lot of people do know about crypto, blockchain, and what it includes as benefits. That's the issue, that they don't dare, they don't come and search about what it is. It's sad, but at the end of the day, this will be a big mass adoption. So, my last question of the night is: if you could have one superpower to accelerate the process, the success, I'm sorry, the success of SourceLess, what would it be and why?
Oh, superpowers. uh, uh, can I really stop a little the time? So we can have a little more time on a day, so we can work a little more, so then we can achieve. We don't at this moment, and I truly say it from my heart, we don't need superpowers or magic things or a little more time in each day. So 24 hours are not sometimes enough. So we can achieve the goals in that day. Of course, if we are going into Marvel side with the superpowers, so I don't want to run, but anyway, I'm a Star Wars fan. So let's say um, still time stopping, because a lot of things are meant to happen or were meant to happen in the past, and physically we, the entire team, we couldn't. Why? Because everything is um, dynamic. Even today we need to get into a side. Tomorrow there are different other challenges or things that we need to step up with, or to or to there are laws that we need to be sure that we are trying to obtain at this moment. ISO 20022, which let's say similar with Swift blockchain that banks use to transfer funds. And even on that side, it took almost 2 years because no one can, let's say, at this stage, can offer it. So a lot of challenges, time that we need to be sure that everything is in perfect condition, that the end user actually is not the end user. I'm using this word because uh, uh, it shows who we are intended to go to, because really um, we are oriented to users, functionality, and all of that. And of course, we have the crypto side behind everything. We have the domain, so we are oriented even with the domains. Our domains are not intended to be a mask for an address. That's not what we are doing. We are creating, let's say, a um, fully working Web3. As I explained earlier, in this way, everyone can really own a piece of the web. And of course, I'm not saying it wrong with the internet, because we built the mesh, we have it, we are almost ready to actually, uh, who is interested, can take a look also on SourceLess.store, which is not public. It wasn't public. I hope the marketing will not kill me because I said the website. Yeah, but in there you can see our three components. With all those three components, you can test a fully working Web3 environment, and of course with an STR domain. So this is what we need: a little more time in a day, or a different perception, because I'm getting old, I think time is moving faster. Who knows?
It's moving fast for me too. So it's crazy, time flies by. So thank you so much about those explanations, Alexandru. You explained it really well. I finally understood what your project was all about. I was so scared when I saw the white paper. And so many things happening in it, like the token that you're having, plus the other facts, the other tools, I'm sorry, that you're having as well, like the domains, the wallet. Wow. It's a lot of work, a lot of years that you have put into this, and congratulations again. A lot of good devs come here, and this is one of the projects or breaking it in space. And I hope that mostly with the phones that you guys are developing now, I hope to get to really launch them next year, and they look so awesome. I'm not from the USA, I'm from Venezuela, and I hope to see those phones here. As soon as I see them, dude, I will buy one. 100% guaranteed. Thank you so much for your time today. And also, guys, please remember to follow them up on their social media if you have any questions. Alexandra will be there, the CEO will be there, and all the team. And also, read the white paper. I know that it has like too many pages, but they took the time to even explain what blockchain is, what BTC is, like the basics for you to later on understand what a node is, what's a domain, how it works. So that's a really cool thing. It's like a more than a white paper. I can say that it is like a crypto, and I like
Thank you.
that. So thank you so much, Alexandra. I don't know if you have
Yeah.
something else to say.
Thanks all of you. Like I was saying at the beginning, uh, we are still young, but not with the technology, but with the public entrance, with the marketing side of our project. But the ambition was to build before promises. So
Mm.
we build it, and the plan in 2024 is to really get into the market as any other project. And I think we have again, really thank you viewers, thank you members, thank you friends, thank you everyone, and it was really a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you.
100% a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time again. And that's right, you're building up a good project, and best of luck for you. I'm looking forward to check on you guys into the next months and also the next year, because that you come with big things for next year. Thank you, and welcome everyone to Crypto Solution, and see you on the next AMA. Love you all. Bye, Alexandra.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Have a
Bye
good
bye.
day.